I thought I would just throw up a join up to multiplayer server. Got a little work to do on here, and I thought I would set a stream up. And while I'm doing the work I got to do, run a stream. Why not? Figured what the heck. I didn't want to record, so I figured I'd just stream it. I'm sitting here, I'm talking, I might as well do it. I'm gonna hop into a Discord channel on the server just so that people know I'm streaming and recording. If they want to get in here and chat while I'm doing this, they're more than welcome for the server that I'm on. So I'm playing on server. It's called The Office. It's the Discord server name. We're servers running the Almostrustictaylorshawkesbay map. It is a 4-in-1 multi-fruit. I believe it's a 4x map, and it is actually 4 2x maps put together. So you've got the Rustic Taylor Farms, Hawks Bay, and there's a couple other maps that are put in here with it too. So it is multi-fruit, like I was saying. So there is that part of it. I'm on the Rustic Taylor section of the map, but we'll take a drive and go see what some of the other farm managers have done out here. We're just getting the server started, so hey, we figured, it's gonna be a good time. Why not? Let's have fun. There is a little bit of a bug over in part of this map at least, and you can see I'm still coming into the map. Somebody tell me, why do I have wheat? It's owned by, okay, that's the wrong field. Coffee, and it's still growing. Okay, I thought I had. So let's check the other fields. That's owned by Papa. So this is my other one, coffee, and it's still growing. I did just purchase another field, which we will need to go plant. We'll need to go plow it and everything up. So I got a couple actually we need to go plant. This guy needs plowing, and okay. So we need to go plow 118. We need to plow it. Let's see, does it need lime? It might need lime. .118 does not need lime, but it does need plowing. And for some reason, 112 needs plowing, and I thought I had plowed it. And 114 needs lime, so we'll do a little bit of that here. I thought it was ready to harvest. We might buy that field 111 and flip it. If I can go make a little bit of money here. So let's grab we'll grab this guy. And since I'm the only person on the server right now and I am an admin, I am going to change a couple settings here. So the first thing we need to do is go put down some fertilizer. Not everything I do, I will do it in all in one fell swoop. Some of it I'll do in a couple of them I may hire a helper, let the helper do the work while I go do some other stuff. I got a bunch of trees to cut down. And luckily wood chips pay pretty good on this map. At about 2 to 3,000, about 2,800 per 1,000 liter. You can see I've already trimmed a bunch off of, whoa. So, no, my driving is not normally this bad. Unfortunately for me, I'm in the States and this server's in Australia. So my ping time to this server is 1:30 right now, so it's horrendous. So things react a little bit slow, and me streaming makes it even worse, honestly. But hey, we're here. We're gonna have fun. So if you do join up and you do like what we're doing here, please drop a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know you're out there. Let me know you're watching. I'm trying to remember to watch chat and everything going on. That's pretty much what I'm doing right now. And just, we just got this server going. Don't flip. So there are a lot of the tractors out here are modded, so they do go a lot faster than stock, of course. So when you take a 65 tractor, an 8R with duals all around, and you make a tight turn at 45 miles an hour, it can cause an issue. Alright, well, we got fertilizer down for the first state. And we're going to go grab our plow. Please don't flip. Recovered. And I'm pretty sure I have a plow. I hope I still have a plow. Yes, I do. There it is. Okay. So there are some more crazy mods. Not full-on crazy mods on here, but there are some semi-cheaty mods. Instead of a 4 or 5 meter header, or a 5 meter cultivator or plow here, you got like 24 meters, I think is what it is. Let's go take a look here. This one this guy made is it's a 24 meter plow. And I was just spreading it 24 meters wide, and that is stock. The speed on it is not, but the distance it can reach is. I do own that forest right there, and I'm going to be cutting it down. I'm going to be taking out pretty much all the trees over here. One, it gives me a lot of money. We started the game, each farm has 2.1 million. That is how we started it. And after that, you gotta go get get your own money, or get it from the bank, or maybe go do some work for another farmer and they'll pay you. I believe they put, okay, on this one there's no collisions. I think on the other one they actually have collisions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little. I'm going to come over on this side. We do run time at ×1 until we get up to nighttime, and then we make time go really fast so that we can get through the night and get into the next day, so it's a whole lot easier. I was going to, not now, pop out chat. I'm watching everything on another system also here. So I did get my Streamlabs fixed, so I am able to stream there. I am doing all my recording now in XSplit Gamecaster just because I get multi-track. And I can go in and tweak the audio tracks a little bit better there. I've tried to set the stream audio up okay. Hope I did. If not, well, turn your volume down and join in that chat and tell me, hey, your mic's way too loud. Your game, I can't hear it at all. So let me know. Hope everybody's doing good out there. When you guys hopefully pop in here and take a watch at what we're doing tonight. And of course, YouTube is complaining about stuff, telling me the resolution's not right. Well, it's as right as my computer's going to make it right now. Unfortunately, my PC will only push probably, it's pushing 1704 by 720 instead of full 1080p, but it is what it is. So this cedar planter, which is actually set up as a cedar, is a direct drill, so we're just going to drill it. I have not looked. I know there were some more. I know the main admin added some more new mods to the server the other day, some new cedars and planters and such. I haven't gone and looked yet because I haven't had time. When I started the farm, I had this or a seed hawk to use, and a seed hawk over here is really hard to pull. This isn't much better, but it'll plant everything. The price was okay. It wasn't way out of line. It's expensive. They did tweak the price on some of the equipment, just so we could start with some of the better stuff starting out the gate to get our farms built with. We're gonna go ahead. Do we want to do coffee? What's another good crop on here? Don't want wheat or barley really. Let's see, what other crop do we want to do? Tobacco, hemp. Hemp's 2,000. Coffee's at 5,800. I mean, that's, I've got 5 fields of that right now, plus some in my silo. So, no, we're just going to plant coffee. We're just going to plant coffee because that'll be the easy thing to do, right? Make everything the same. That means I have one deal to work with on harvest because I don't have a big trailer or anything yet. I am probably going to plow at least part of these fields together. Not all of them. I do want to keep a couple separate fields on my farm. I don't want all one big field that I'm going to harvest. Going to do a couple separate. And there we go. Let this planter fold up. And I need to go plant field 140 also. Is there anything in field 140 right now? It needs plowing right now. It's remove tops, that's potatoes. Do we want to harvest them? I mean, it's money. Or it's a fertilizer state. That's the $1,000,000 question. It's either money or a fertilizer state. I'm going to leave that cedar planter right there for the moment. How much is a potato harvester? So to lease this bad boy, it's 30 grand. It'll do 65 miles an hour and hold 600 million liters. How much is a header? Potatoes are 104,000 or 5,000 to lease. You know what? Let's go do some wood chips real quick. Because what I can do is I can do some wood chips. And wood chips are selling right now for $2,700 per 1,000 liter. So if I fill this trailer, we're looking at about $2 million. That means I can go ahead and buy that beet harvester, because I want to do carrots and some of the other stuff on this map also. So if I have that, then I can knock that out. And we're going to put that down, drop that guy down. And we're going to take these guys out. So some of these trees will give us about 4,000 wood chips, some 6,000, 8,000. See, that one gave me like, see, we have 4,000. That was 8,000 wood chips on that tree. It just depends on how big they are. Make sure we take the stump out too. So if we can fill this thing up to at least 50 to 75%, it is a pretty big trailer. Even though it's a little bitty one, it's modded size. So it is a modded size, and that is because of main admin on here prefers to go big, not have to stop, and okay. Their server, their rules. I have no problem with it. A lot of times this how I play some of my games when I'm not. If I'm doing the streaming, I try and stay away from the super big stuff. On the some of my games, on my actual recordings and stuff, I don't use the super unrealistic. I use semi-unrealistic sometimes. I might pull like a 50-meter 3-point spreader that holds 100,000 liters. Why? Because I don't want to have to go fill it back up in the middle of a field. Do I use proper seed? Sometimes I go in and I'll mod the planters and stuff and just make them run. Maybe run them a little faster. Maybe run them as a high speed. So instead of running 7 miles an hour, they run 10. There may be some that I do that to. Might change the quantities that they hold. Um, that way, if I want to plant a big field with a 6 meter spreader or 6 meter seed drill, aka the 8350 seed drill from John Deere, I could. I'm going to try and take that one. If that one didn't have too many errors and stuff in it, we may be putting it on this server with a few tweaks. Um, the tweaks are going to mainly be around. It's got to add all the fruits to it, and then change the size, change the storage size in it, and give it like 100,000 liters of seed versus 5,000. That's the main deal there. That's the main part there. So that's all. It's not a humongous deal. Um, it just makes it so that if we don't want to have to run that big old humongous planter around all the river, we can drive the smaller planter around, which I kind of like, and you can hook multiple of them together. So if I wanted to run them all on field 40, I could. So a little bit about this map. It's Farming Boards Modding, Farmer Boys Modding. They do have a website. Go out there, go out, visit them. They're on Facebook. Give the website a visit. The guy who hosts it gets a little bit of the ad money off the website. That is where they post all of their official and latest up-to-date mods. Uh, the Rustic Farms is on the in-game mod hub. It was released. And what they did is they took 4 of their maps and stuck them together. And there are actually points in the map where you can go between maps. And when we go to do the sale here in a little bit, we will actually have to do that. Because the sell point for this is over on the bottom left of the big map. So we'll go trucking across the country and take these wood chips for sale. Um, for me, getting these trees out of here also helps with my frame rates and FP because it can slow down my PC a lot. Need to get a new video card, so need to get a few more followers in here, and then gotta get some stuff. Get in here, play the game, have fun. That's what we're here for. That's why we're here. Just chilling out, having fun. I'll go drop a note here in the. Drop a note to all my other players, all the other guys I hear I play with. I don't see anybody that's been on the server on right now, but hey, if somebody wants to come join me, I can get them the information. I can't drive tonight. I went out, recorded 3 videos for the Montana series. I'll probably start Bucks County maybe I'll start recording some of those this week if I get time. That's the big kicker, is if I have the time to sit down and record and then edit the videos. I am trying to be a little bit more studious in recording what the episode's about and everything. Try to remember to take a screenshot. That's sometimes kind of hard. So yeah, that's what we're doing right now. I just a little on the Montana. I got got the area right behind the farmhouse area trimmed up. Got everything plowed up, planted, replant, or started to plant grass in it. Then the worker decided not to work correctly, and I couldn't fire the worker, so I saved the game and quit. I'll go back and fix the worker later. I'll go back, and before I do the next episode, I will plant all the grass, get it ready to go. That tree's just not wanting to come down, so we're having to turn around here and come at it a different way. And there are some stubborn trees on this map. The this the Brooks here, the all-in-one wood chipper, just doesn't like to take down. We do have a different one on here also that has a 10,000 liter capacity that I could go buy. I just have not. That one just got put on the server just a day or two ago, and I know they've tweaked some stuff on it now too, so we will see. Ah, had to take a drink there. I didn't. Stuff was getting caught up in my throat. Holy crap! It's 2:30 in the morning. My time. No wonder nobody's awake. All the Aussies I play with are wrapping up their Saturday, going to bed or something. I don't know. The guys over in the UK, well, they're still asleep. I don't guess that tree's going to come down. Let's do this. Let's raise it up and cook this one 3 foot high. Does it give me? There it went. Let's go out and let's go out and I have had this issue before with this where I've had to cut trees 3 foot off. Excuse me. Where I've had to cut trees 3 foot high just because they didn't want to play nice. So that is what I did. And I will get a stump grinder or something and see if we can't and get those stumps cut out of here. Maybe these others behind it will be a little bit nicer. We shall find out. Or maybe I'll get the other cutter and come over and see if I can cut it with that. So we don't have a ton of mods on here. A couple of the guys have some older PCs that don't have as much disk space, basically. So we're trying to be nice to their hard drives. If you would like to join us, let me know. Drop a note in the comments. We can get you an invite to the Discord server, check you out, and then get you on the multiplayer here with us, because there are some private mods on here, so we make sure they don't get leaked out and so forth. Here near the end of the stream, I may jump over to a different map, a different game save of mine. I've got a one where I've been playing with some tractors. I've got a John Deere 9RX that does about 400 miles an hour. That I can get. I think I've had it up to 430. I've got a 9RT now. Also, that gets up to about, what is it? It's a good. That one's hard to get above 300, but I've gotten it up to 230, 250, maybe 300. You take the trackers without the articulating frame, and they just, you try and turn them, and they just flip. It's actually pretty funny. So these are a play on something like the Big Bub Power that Cowsco Moo did originally. Um, I like that one. Doesn't handle quite well enough for me. And I haven't gone in and tweaked its settings or anything, of course. Um, so I just went in and started playing with the settings on the 9RX until I made it go super fast, but where I could still handle it. Where I could still turn, still drift, and kind of drift with it, still jump it, and everything else. And just having a good time in the end with it. 'Cause that's what I was trying to do. I wasn't trying to um, use it for planting or plowing or anything or any of that stuff. I was just using it for just to have fun. It was something I wanted to see if I could do it and figure it out. And that's why not? That's what I did. I just figured it out. Yeah, well, dropping a few frames here and there, but that's my PC, and I'm only running a 960 RTX NVIDIA video card, so I'm running an old video card. And streaming with this thing is a little bit iffy sometimes. Really, I need to get for this PC, probably a 1050, maybe a 1600 series. When I finally get to build my new one, I'm going to put a 2080 in it. Probably a 2080 Super, because I don't need a Ti. I have no need for the Ti. I mean, if the price comes down to where it's affordable for me, okay. Or if I have a bunch of money sitting around and I can use it for that, okay. Why not? I will. Um, Other than that, yeah, it would be a 2080 Super. That one's still, price-wise, that one's not super duper expensive. Yeah, it's still a little bit pricey, but it's not way out of the ballpark, should I say. Oh, there was still a tall tree stump there. Whoops. Oh well. It's what it is. Um, what other games do you guys like to play, like to watch, like to see, besides Farming Sim? Um, if you're watching and you like Farming Sim, what's something else you like to play? I've played World of Tanks, World of Warships, Armor Warfare. I haven't played that one in a while. Um, I've never had played World of Planes. Don't ever plan to. I do play ships. I do play tanks. I play 7 Days to Die, but if I play that one, I will mark. It will be a stream only, probably. I probably won't be doing any recordings on that one. In fact, if it's anything besides Farming Sim, there probably won't be any recordings. I might do some recordings of 7 Days, um, but I don't know. Haven't quite decided yet. If I do any 7 Day stuff, it will all be marked mature audiences only because of the content and the graphic nature of that game. Try and keep most everything here PG, but we may do a little 7 Days here or there. Depends on if I can get some guys, because I prefer playing 7 Days multiplayer. I've done it single player, but multiplayer is just a lot more fun. Had a 7 Days to Die game going. Myself and two other guys were playing. Three other guys were playing at one point, and on my server, and we made it up to about 300. We were day 330 something before I lost the game save. So we made it pretty far. And then we didn't really die any after like day, and we had all maxed everything out, and we could make everything in the game. So we're like, it's getting boring now. They all left the game. I started spawning. Just I put a cheat in to let me spawn whatever I wanted, and I had machine gun turrets all over all over. And all I had to do was just sit up on top of a building, spawn the zombie hordes to come at me, and they died. They couldn't even make it near me before they would die. Sometimes you can go cut the top off, the top part of the tree off, then lower the brooks down from where you're at, and it works a lot better. So we're up to 500,000 liters of wood chips. I don't know how long I'm going to stream tonight. I actually thought it was earlier than it is. So I may stay on for an hour or two. We'll see. I do want to go ahead and at least go do the sell, get the potato harvester, get it back over here. This map does have, so the mod that just came out for the opening and closing store hours, that is built into this map, and the map does have opening and closing store hours. So the store closes at like 9 p.m. and then reopens at 9 p.m. the next morning. The gates at the store actually close at 8 or 9, and the gates reopen at 8 in the morning. So if you buy something and you don't go pick it up before the closing hours, your stuff is trapped there all night, which can really blow if you need your equipment to do something and it's stuck at the store, and well, you can't have it till the next morning. That's kind of how that works. So it is what it is. Come on there. There we go. This stream will be a video, and it'll probably release right after it processes. So it's as soon as this video is over. Did I enable DVR? Because I had it turned off when I was testing some stuff a moment ago. Okay, good. It's on. Alright. So hopefully, I like doing the YouTube stuff, the videos. My streams will be YouTube and Facebook primarily. I might one day stream to Twitch. I doubt it. I know a lot of guys have left YouTube and went over to Twitch and stuff, and I don't think so. My stuff is probably going to be primarily Facebook and YouTube only, with streams and videos are mainly what goes to streams and posts if I go to Facebook. Not streaming to Facebook tonight, just to YouTube. But, it is what it is. I did that because I didn't want to push the computer too much doing the multi-stream. So I think this trailer holds like 2 million liters. So I'm just going to go till I'm 50% full here, and it's here shortly. And then we're just going to use this tractor and go and sell these. Yeah, I'm not going to wait for the best price. I'm just going to sell them. That way I can get the money in to go buy more land, my other equipment, as I'm waiting for that coffee to grow, which I hope it does. I was told there may be a couple bugs in some of the fields over here, where you plant rice, and then you might end up with 6 different crops in one field. That's kind of interesting. That's an interesting little bug there. Well, we've almost got this area harvested out, tree-wise. I'm going to have to come back and clean up all the stumps, but then I can come through and I can join the 2 fields over there to that field, and then it actually makes sense to use the DB120. That's the main reason why I wasn't using the 120 before, is, or why I'm using it's trying to make some of the bigger fields over here, because the as far as seeders go, the other day when we started this, I had the Seed Hawk or the DB120. Those were my choices. And yeah, there's the Pronto, the in-game stuff. But the main ones were there. I don't see any other modded ones. It's a horse planter. The nice thing about the DB120 is it does everything. I would personally rather it be a DB60 because it handles a little bit better. And by handles, I mean you can actually control it. It's not a wild whip around all of a sudden. Because I mean, I'm running 8Rs here. Biggest engine they have, and that thing gets whipped around. I'm probably going to have to get I'm going to get the 9R, and that'll probably be pretty much extensively used on that planter. And if I have to haul a auger wagon or something to that nature, that. But it's pretty much going to stay on the planter. Just because of the way it works. It works a lot easier that way for me. Right now I've got this guy set up to do tree cutting, but you can see there's lots of trees on this map, which is fine. I mean, I don't want to do regular logging. These are both areas are both all trees. All the fields are fully surrounded by trees. This is all trees. The other maps don't have that many trees on it. Oh, did anybody ever claim the other farm? Nope, not yet. Now we do have one more farm that's up for grabs. If one person doesn't take it, maybe he will. Don't know. Maybe there'll be another one take it. At least there's 3 of us playing on here right now. There's been some others invited in. So I'm typically on during US hours when I'm working and such. I'm at least on the Discord server. I'm not usually farming or anything, because it's just I can't do that in my real job at the same time. Uh, so that's pretty much what we go to on that. Did I lost my chat box. There we go. Just in case something pops up in there. I've got multiple screens over here. Sorry, I didn't fire the webcam up tonight. Alright, we've hit 50%. We can go sell now. We're going to finish out these trees right here, then we're going to go do that sell. And maybe we'll harvest that field tonight. I might, just because of it. At least I'm seeing the coffee coming out of the ground now on these fields that are planted. I think we are going to flip 111 because I don't want to own 111. If it's only the rice crop, then we'll be okay. Because I'll either plant coffee or hemp or something to that nature over there. I probably won't do rice. There we go. That is the last tree in this area. I will have to come through here and get the tree stumps out, but that's no biggie. And we're just short of 1,000,000 liters. That's okay. We'll have enough money coming out of this to buy the piece of equipment that we need for sure. And then I may go ahead and grab a 9R. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Get settled down there, here, boy. Because these 8Rs can run 65 miles an hour. I'm going to set the speed limiter on this to 50. And I'm going the wrong way. I got to get pointed this way. That's one thing I do forget, is I'm going the wrong path. We are not 100% realistic on here. We are only quasi-realistic. When I do get into other fields or the other sections of the map, I do try and not drive on their land. I mean, I'll try and behave and be on the road over there. But here, I'm going cross country. Got any good contracts? Fertilize a field. Not really. There was one decent fertilizing contract in there, but there's the entrance. So you can see down on the mini map there are little green arrows that point you in how to go between the two maps, between the different maps. So it looks like somebody left some equipment up here. We're gonna have a talk with the server admin on how to take her equipment where it goes. And not leaving stuff at the yard. I buy stuff. I try not to leave it at the yard. I know they were having a little fun, so between them. If you would like to play, you can get in touch with me. Leave me a comment on the video. I'll get in touch with you. We'll get you on the server. I'd love to have some more people out here to play with. Currently we have 6 slots on the server, so, and we're over into one of the other YouTubers areas. It's Mouse2222. Mouse in 4 twos. Mouse 2222. We're going to, let's put a tag on the place. Over here, Southern Mill HB. I do believe. I'll double check that. Yep, 2747. Oops, I sped time up by accident. Alright, let's get down here to one of the main roads that we can take across, and there is a river on this map right here, and if you're not careful, you do drive off into it. It is deep. However, the game doesn't yell at you not to drive too deeply into the water, and you can drive out of it. I know from experience. I might have drove into it by accident. At least once or twice. Looks like Mouse has a little harvest going on over here. Looks like he's doing a little straw harvesting over there, picking up loose straw. Because on a multiplayer server, you can't do bales. It will kill the server. The server will just up and choke and want to die. So that's pretty much what's going on there right now. How long have we been going now? It's almost 60 minutes. So now comes the fun part, because I have duals on this tractor, and this entrance is very narrow. That's okay. We fit. Barely. And watch that money go up. Ooh, 2.7, 2.6 million. That's very close to what I made last time. Last time was 2.7, but it was paying a little bit more. Push those price of wood chips down so nobody else will sell them on there. Alright, let's get back across. We're going to make a stop at the farm, at the shop, and buy us a potato harvester, or one of those guys right there. He's doing the same thing with the Brooks. It just makes, that's how it's the easy way to make money on this. One of the easy ways to make money on this setup is go through wood chips. Go do wood chips. Do them, sell them, turn and go again. And just keep doing that. Their farms are a lot bigger than mine. They've got, I think both of them have all the land on their respective, where their main farm is. I think they have all the land bought up on those fields, those areas. Pretty much, yeah, pretty close. All the land is pretty well owned down there. Up where I'm at, I'm actually picking and choosing what I'm buying. And I think they may have actually cheated money in to do that. I took my 2.1 million, and I'm going from there. So that's what we're looking at right now. Alright, let's make the climb back up. I gotta go up, around, stop at the shop, and then go back down the hill. And yes, my tractor just got air. I love when that happens. And this time, I'm not going to run into the 18-wheeler. So I run into the tree. The reason that trailer is pushed over, I kind of hit the back end of that 18-wheeler doing about 65 on my way back from a wood chip sale. It happens. So, we need one of these guys. And we're going to paint it John Deere green and yellow because that's what everything else is. And that's 495,000. Now let's go get us a header for it. And right now we have potatoes. And we'll match and make it John Deere green. And tractors. We're going to get us a 9R. We don't need a rock box. I want the big one. I want firestones, and we need trips. Back weights, I want a 3-point. Want the big engine. I always put Starfire on them. 100-year edition. Both beacons. Don't need a number. Don't need a ring cap. Deck that baby out. And that is the custom modding 9R. What else do we need right now? How much money do we have left? $2 million left. That one is 1.1 million. That's 1.3. Let's buy that one. We're a couple 100,000 short. So that one we're basically short because we bought the big stuff here. Whoops, that's the actual header. That's not the part you can drive through. Haha. I did forget you have to go to this side to hook up. And I do not believe that the added realism for vehicles mod is installed on here. This guy just likes to spin around and everything, so you cannot drive this guy in first person, FYI. You can't see. It's almost impossible to draw this. This version is set up to let the AI drive it on the fields. So that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna take it over there, drop it off, and let it harvest that field, and then go along for the ride. But first, we're going to take the 9620R back to our farm. And we're going to hook it on that John Deere planter. And that's where it's going to stay. I do have, and it probably won't even get pulled back into the main shop area. I do have an area purchased across the street, which is where I was going to put all my big equipment. So that will probably live there. That will live there. The planter will live there, and the 8Rs will go into the inner area. Will probably be what happens there. I'm not wanting to run off and leave those guys because I don't want to have follow me lose the trail. I do have to be a little bit careful cutting through those trees. I mean, you can see there's tons of trees on this map over here. I could probably spend about 6 hours just cutting trees. So if I don't take 53, which is 153, which is that field that's over there. Worker got stuck, I bet. It either got stuck or it lost the trail. Yeah, it got stuck for a moment. Okay, it's catching back up now. We're going to tab around to there we go. So we're going to get rid of follow me. And I'm going to drive it the rest of the way in. That one gets stuck. Of course. And we'll start the unfolding sequence because it takes a moment. Whoops, I was thinking it was wider. This guy will do 65 miles an hour to harvest. I'm going to slow it down a little bit just so it doesn't overrun the end of the field. And we're going to run it at 30. And it's got to do its unfolding. Drop the head. And let's see if we get that last outside row or not. Nope. Kill the worker. We do not run crop destruction because we like to drive across fields. Alright, start the worker now. There we go. There we go. Had to get another drink there. May have to do it again in just a second. So let's hop back in these guys and let's go on back to the farm. And that guy turned around and he's going to take off back. Okay, perfect. So we'll let him do his thing. This is where I have to be a little careful because there's that big little jump right there. And this is why it's fun with like those, with that big 9R. This is where it gets fun. It gets a little hairy and quote unquote fun. So I'm going to pull this guy over to here. We'll turn you off. I'm going to buy that field right now because it's got crops in it that are ready to harvest. Even if I don't sell them and if I don't keep the field, that's okay. I'm going to take the crops. I'll probably end up keeping the field. At least planting it for one cycle, just because it's so close right here. And I want to start on this end, I think. And I'm going to let it walk out a little ways. I don't know which way the combine's going to turn when it gets to the other end of the field. We're going to slow this guy down too to about 40. And away it goes, and it's going to pick up speed and it's going to take off. So the reason I'm leaving that guy there, that only has a 30,000 liter capacity hopper. Or 300,000. It does have a limit on the capacity on the hopper, so I don't want to, it will run over. And it will come to a stop here in a few moments. If I would have been smart, I would have put the straw wagon behind it and let it pick up straw as it was driving, but I'll pick up straw later. So let's come over here. I need to hop out of there, hop into here. I will probably take the front duals off of this guy and maybe even the rear duals. Just depends on what I'm going to have him doing. But I will definitely take the front duals off because it tends to want to flip. So we're going to take you over to your new parking lot. So I have that big open flat area right there, one of the placeable areas right next to the farm, and this just will serve as a place for the big equipment to park. I'll be putting some sheds and stuff out here. I'm more concerned with getting the farm and everything else going right now than I am putting sheds and things like that down. I mean, you can still see my equipment's kind of just scattered through the yard. I haven't taken the time to figure out, okay, I'm going to put this here, put this here, quite yet. Is the workshop trigger there? No. I know they said they put a repair trailer in here. I don't mind that one. That's the fuel tank. That's that one. That's for that. That's the liquid tank. That's interesting. Liquid tank there. That one carries diesel and can repair. Let's see. Gas station, sell point, workshop trigger. There we go. And this is actually where the workshop is supposed to go at on this farm. So I want to go down to, so I want to run rear twins, wides, standards, rear twins all around, wides. That's actually wides with weights. I'm going to put this one on wides with weights. Trailer board, Black Beauty, make sure everything's okay. John Deere, BSE, yeah. $0. That's good. Okay. Hop back in. Attach the reattach the front weight. And this guy should be a little bit more stable now. Getting it all straightened up here. There we go. That's where I'm going to run that next time. Did you finish? You're close. You got this side done. You got that little bitty bit over there. Perfect. That's one problem with this combine and tracks. It there are tracks almost on some of the early combines with tracks. They slide really bad. There we go. I was stuck in the middle of a turn there. And yes, I know this is not how you're supposed to do this. I'm not worried about that. I'm just trying to get it done because I'm going to wrap up here pretty short. I was going to try and jump into one of my other maps with some speedy stuff and have a little fun. If we can get some guys in the stream, I still will. If y'all want to watch that and see me do and just have some of the fun, do some of the fun, stupid stuff, let me know. If I can try and plan streams out ahead of time, I'll gladly post them. Let you know when they're going to happen. This was kind of just an impromptu. I feel like going to jump on here and do this, so why not? So, if I do know ahead of time, I will let you guys know for sure. Right now, streams are just kind of impromptu. They're just going to happen. I might stream during the week, probably not. It's going to be more of a Saturday night, Sunday morning deal, my time. It also depends on when I get to sit down and do my recordings, and then to try and get at least a couple days ahead on what I'm doing. And this combine does unload in like a split second, which is pretty nice. And it's folding up. And believe it or not, I can actually get this guy into the yard without going around to the other gate. But that DB120, it doesn't have that front pivoting wheel like this one does. So it gets a little hung up, should I say. There we go. And we're in. And it looks like worker J is almost done. We'll have to go over there and see how good of a job they did. So that got us another 25,000 liters of wheat and probably another 250,000 liters of straw. So that field probably wasn't fertilized or anything. Oops, I need to roll this guy forward some and spin them around this way. Let's go over to worker J. 2 more passes left. I'm going to let the AI do this because it's just a whole lot easier to let AI do the work than me to try and drive a straight line in this combat than this harvester. I do typically use the GPS mod on my games. However, the admin, the other people who play on here don't use it, so I'm like, okay, well, nobody else is going to use it, then I don't need to use it. So I can go without it. I just learned how to use it, and I mainly use it when I'm using my sim dashboard, because that's where I do my controls at for GPS, typically opening the menu and all that kind of stuff. And we don't even have the controls for sim dashboard. The mod needed for me to make sim dashboard work on the server. That one I may see if they'll install so I can get all the telemetry and stuff like that. So if you guys are interested in jumping on playing, let's say, just drop me a comment. I'll reply back with a link to where you can come find us at, or get over on go to my Facebook page, send me a message. Link is at the bottom of the description, and I will give you a holler, let you know, hey, here's the deal. Here's the Discord server. You gotta be a member for a little while before we hand the keys out to the multiplayer server, of course. I mean, that's just, you gotta make sure you don't get guys trying to come in, grab mods, and run. That's the main reason. That is the primary reason, is you get guys coming in, grab mods, and run. So we be on there, chat with us a little bit, talk to us, prove you are a real person and someone who's actually interested in playing, and then we'll let you in. We're no muss, no fuss. Main rule is don't be a dick. That is the main rule. This is a multi-fruit silo, of course. It looks like we had a pretty good little takeoff of there. We'll have to see how much are potatoes paying right now, because potatoes don't pay much, but you get a lot of them. So $385 per 1,000 liter. So if I do 426,000 times 385. Nah, that can't be right. That's, where's that place at? I'm tempted to go sell them right now. I'm tempted to. I don't think I am. I think I'm going to hold off a little bit. I want to see if I can't get a better price out of them. Because there's not many places to take potatoes on this map, so I may put down one of the sell anything mods on this map. or on my area on the map. Okay, there's the header. So the person who went in and tweaked this mod up, because they are tweaked a little bit, put little cards on there so you know which header is which, because they all look exactly alike without having to color code them. Who knows, we might do potatoes again if that actually pans out paying wise pretty good. Well guys, I think that is going to be it for today. Is that mustard? Nope. That's beans, okay. And it is ready to harvest. What's in 141? What's purple? That would be hemp, okay. So we've got 141 to harvest next time I get on here. I've got 148 to harvest next time I get on here. I've got 140 to replant. 112 needs to be planted, which that's the tree area. I've got to clean up the stumps and plow it up first. 111 needs to be straw picked up and planted. And then around the fences here, jump back up to here. So I can't take out this fence, but this fence right here I can take out. And I'm going to take it out just leaving the lights, because it'll give me a better, and take out these trees, it'll give me a better approach to right here for if and when I need to bring some of the big equipment in. That will be my plan. So guys, take care for now. Everybody have a good evening. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.